can't start till I say we start. Who do you think you are?
Well, let me stop.
All right, senior day's coming up.
Wait a
What do you
minute,
got
wait
to
a
say
minute,
about
wait a
that?
minute.
I was gonna say, do you want me your radio? Like,
Start. He already messed me up for one.
Well, for me, just thinking about the journey, and just like, wow, it went by so fast. But as I look back on it, I see myself as blessed and fortunate, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of this program and have this opportunity that I've had, a part of this basketball team. So.
What do you take from that for real life, I guess you could say, beyond basketball?
Well, just my story and my journey, just getting on the team and just being a part of what I've been a part of. I guess it would teach me, just how to approach adversity and overcome adversity, when it comes, and not just to lay down when things are not going the way you think it should go or how you would hope it to go. Just continue to have a fight and go hard mentality towards life, and I believe that's what I've taken most from my experience here.
Talk about your journey with it, which included a stop at East Mississippi Community College.
My journey was long but fun. I think what Tyson said, it goes by too fast. You're going to get eyes twice and there you go. You're a senior and you're one of the last games is coming up. So I think that, it goes too fast. And what Tyson also said is adversity. How to overcome it, how to do all that kind of stuff. And how to be a teammate. I think that's one of the biggest things for me. Just, how to work with someone. Maybe you don't like what they're doing or how they're doing it, but still being able to work with them and do it good. And so I think that's the biggest thing that has influenced my life, is being able just to work with people and to see different attitudes and how to overcome them.
Colin, obviously, both of you, the wins haven't always been there these 2 years, but is it kind of one of those things where you'll probably look back a few years from now and see that you guys set the foundation for others to kind of reap those benefits down the road?
Yeah, that's exactly what I would say. I know that we came in here and we had some expectations, but we didn't have high expectations. And so I think that, the coming up years, that they're just gonna look back at us and be like, yo, we gotta be better than them. We gotta do this, we gotta do that, because they went through so much stuff through basketball and how much adversity we had, and they don't want to do that anymore. So I think that just from us doing what we had to do and overcoming our adversity, it's just going to bring so much more to them, how much harder they got to work, how much better they got to be just to win them ball games.
Tyson, obviously you've married and kind of feel like one of the older, I'm sure you get teased about that on the team, being one of the older guys on the team, but what's that experience been like to be married and to do all the foundations and stuff that you do outside of basketball, to fit in basketball and all that?
Well, yeah, ever since high school, I've always been busy, with extracurricular activities and, basketball and music. And like you said, now I'm married, and so that adds another big responsibility. But, it's all about, remaining focused and learning how to prioritize and balance everything and know what's important. And just setting things up the way they should be. Like I said, my wife, she's a great supporter. She helps me stay on track, and my family, my church family, they always support me and they help me keep a good balance as well. My teammates, they tease me, but they respect me as a teammate as well. I appreciate those guys and the teammates that they have been for me to help make this a great experience here.
Could you envision it a few years ago when you were practicing with the women's team to be hitting threes in SEC games?
Well, it's kind of funny because, like I said, I always had faith and I believed. And a lot of people don't know this story, but I actually had a dream that I made the team before I got a chance to talk to Coach Stansbury. And when I got the opportunity to try out, it was just a dream come true. And I was just so glad and excited about the opportunity that God had opened the door for me.
Tyson, correct me if I'm wrong, but you've told us before you'd like to get into the music industry, something in the music industry when you're done here. Do you have something set up, or do you have any ideas as to what you'd like to do in that regard when you leave yet?
I don't have necessarily something set up yet, but I am a minister of music, and I know I'll continue to do that. But as far as my passion to be a gospel recording artist, I'll pursue that and see what doors God opens up.
Let me follow up on that. Now, my wife likes to watch The Voice. You know what that is?
Yeah, I do.
You know about trying out for that? Have you ever tried out for that?
There are so many singing shows that people ask me, you gonna try out for this? You gonna try out? American Chicago, Sunday's Best Boys, like all these shows that, you know, they've asked me. But, you know, I never really put that much thought into it, but hey, you never know. You never know.
Colin, what about you after college basketball? What's kind of on your plate?
I know I could be singing. But I think what I'm gonna try to do is just try to make a pro team. You know, I got good tape. I got good opportunities, and these coaches probably gonna put me in a good situation so I can succeed. You know, also I'm gonna have my degree, so I'm gonna have two things I'm gonna you know, fall back on. But you know, I just gotta go out there and work hard, whatever I do. I think my mom told me that about a month ago. She said that no matter what happens, whatever happens in basketball, whatever happens in class, just make sure that after this, whatever you're doing, do it 100%, because if you do it 100%, there's no one else can take it from you.
Let me ask both of you this. What are you going to take from each other? Like, Colin, what are you going, when you leave here, what are you going to think about? When you think about Tyson, what are you going to think about Tyson? When you think about Colin, what are you going to think about?
When I think about him, I think about being a leader. He is one, like I say he's like a father to all of us out there. He's the one that knows situations, what we got to do and how to react, because he's been through them already. He somehow, I don't know, been through them, and he gets a good head on his shoulders. He does always pretty much everything right. He tells us, you know, what to do and how to act. And so I think that one of the biggest things is how to be a father figure. And I think that's one of the biggest things I'm going to run off Tyson.
What about you? Think about Colin.
Appreciate that, CeeLo. About Colin, man, he's a great teammate. You know, like you say, he's a very skilled individual, not just with basketball, just as a person. You know, he's a unique individual, and I believe just taking from him, like just knowing how hard of a worker he is, and the approach to life that he has, just being a great teammate, man, and a hard worker. I think that'll be one of the things I've taken from CeeLo.
Obviously, we talked about the overall wins are better than last year. The conference wins are about the same. You guys see it better than anybody on a daily basis at practice. What improvements, although the record hadn't really shown it, what improvements have both of y'all seen from this year's squad compared to last year's squad? And and looking to the future, what this team can be next year?
What I see is the overall competitiveness. I know every day we go hard. Every day that we achieve something new. And no matter if it's not a rebounding drill or some defensive drill, we do something each day that motivates us to know that we can actually do it. We can actually be better than this. And so I think us is being able to achieve them goals. I know we might be a little undersized at sometimes, or maybe not skilled at some positions. At the end of the day, we're gonna work harder. I think that's one of Coach Ray has tried to emphasize is like no one can outwork us, no one can out-tough us, and no one can outthink us. And so I think that we're trying to eventually starting to get some of them where it's like, okay, we can out-tough them. Now we got to be smarter than them, and now we just got to be more physical and go get it.
Colin, obviously you're big on tattoos. And you probably have a tattoo based on your experience in Michigan State. Have you thought about what it's going to be?
Yeah, I have actually. I was gonna put something maybe across my back yet, but I don't know what it is. It'll be surprised to see it on one of the media things in a while, but I'm gonna have something new.
Tyson, your thoughts on next year's team, what they got coming back, and who's redshirting? Where do you see this team going?
I really believe that the team's going to be successful next year. You know, these 2 years haven't been as successful as we may have wanted them to be, but through all the adversity that we have faced, still being shorthanded this year, I believe that the standards and the morality that Coach Ray is implementing into the team, I believe is really going to pay off once we get more bodies and healthy bodies. But I believe, just the mindset of the team and how it is this year and how it is built from last year and how it will continue to build, I believe it's going to be a strong team next year.
I saw you play a couple times.